Hola a todos y bienvenidos de nuevo a The Wolf Among Us. El día de hoy vamos a continuar donde nos habíamos quedado, que fue con donde fuimos a ver a Georgie y bueno, nos contó algunas cosas sobre el hechizo de las cintas tenían un hechizo a consecuencia de el hombre torcido para poder controlar todo. Así que vamos a continuar a ver qué es lo que sigue en este episodio. Así que vamos allá. Herrajes Shepard en la madrugada. Limusina. ¿Es una limusina? Todavía está tibio. Muy bien. Vamos a la puerta. Abre. Cerrado. Claro. Muy bien. Trabajos con metal. Y una puerta. Aquí está el símbolo. Okay. Aquí venían los envíos. Esto se enciende la luz. Okay. Ok, eso activó algo. No sé qué sería, pero...
Big Wolf.
Ay, aquí está esta...
The Big Bad Wolf.
¿Dónde? No la veo, ¿dónde está?
You used to be something.
Nos tienen vigilados. Por lo que parece. Una rueda.
They used to fear you.
Me dio un susto con eso.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Okay. Una rueda con cadenas. A ver, vamos aquí. Bueno. Acá. Banco de trabajo. Están haciendo balas de plata.
Silver.
The Big Bad Wolf.
Ay, no, esto no era.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Déjate de esto.
Shit out.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Ya me está colmando la paciencia.
Oh, come on!
Ok, algo rápido.
Is that the best you can do?
Ah. Ay. Ya se escondió. Sí, está en la fábrica, pero ¿dónde? Se mueve muy rápido. Ah, claro, por lo de los espejos. ¿Dónde? Sí, no parece estar aquí. No puedo escucharla. ¡Ay! Ah, eso fue muy rápido. Tengo que estar más al pendiente de el botón. ¡Ay! Ok.
Where are you?
¿Dónde estás? Exactamente.
Come out and face me.
¿Qué es eso? ¿Es ella? Pero... es bastante tétrica. Ah, claro, que está hecho de vidrio. Bueno, espejos en sí. Voy a terminar lastimando. Demasiado rápida. Quítate encima. Ok, ya estamos otra vez en lobo. Ahora, ¿a dónde se fue? Ok, aquí está. Y varias. Pues... ¿Cómo voy a saber cuál es la real? Estoy acabando con todas, creo. ¿Ves? Se está rápido. Estoy equivocando de botones. Ok. No. ¿Quieres quitarte? Son demasiadas. Levántate, Vicky. Levántate. Wow. Ah, ok, se terminó por segundo lobo. Ahora sí el lobo. Ok. Demasiadas. ¿Se lo voy a poder quitar? acá. No. Se lo comió. Tanchos de cristal. Segundo más. Ok, creo que se viene lo bueno. Por fin estamos viendo las habilidades de lobo. ¿Sí? Esto es bastante interesante. Y ahí está la real. Bueno, asumo que esa es la real. Ah. Ok, lo tengo. Sí. ¿En serio acabamos con ella ya? ¿Qué? Ok, se me hizo que fue una pelea bastante intensa. Y ahí está el hombre torcido. Los ojos. Tiene con los ojos como el lobo.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially... I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Ese es el plan.
But what happens to you once you get there is a different story.
I'm not quite finished. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that?
Bueno, le pidió que lo llevara vivo, pero...
Are we clear?
You need to tell me right now. We're not going anywhere until I get some answers from you.
If you want answers, you're going to have to cooperate with me. Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
Exacto.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
Maybe you didn't carry it out, but I don't think Georgie was lying when he said you ordered their deaths.
Georgie would have said anything to save himself. We'd both know that. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's
Pero
still
no
a
creo.
lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community. I don't mean to belabor the point, but just so we're clear, if you change your mind and decide to do something stupid, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town. You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is
Esto de
about
Barrio Fábula.
protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders 2 of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie.
Pero ya se ve con Georgie de todas
He's
formas.
dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Fine.
Llétamela. Okay.
I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you.
Espósalo, no lo voy a golpear.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
Ya que Blanca quiere que lo lleve vivo, así que...
Punishment will follow.
Bueno, aunque para lo que parece, si lo hubiera golpeado, no sé si lo hubiera matado o algo así, pero bueno.
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
Es por la mañana.
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
Ok, están todos aquí.
He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay? It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the
No
Crooked
facilitó
Man's
las
place.
cosas.
Well, he didn't make it easy.
What happened?
It doesn't matter. He's here. We got him.
We can talk about it later. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
Gracias.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
Could
What do you have to say for
Where the
yourself?
fuck do you get off?
Poor
You
girls.
think you have the right to
And what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done to
fucking
deserve
crook!
This?
Que están
You
todos
should
en
be
su contra.
ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White, but I thought it would be unwise to proceed with such faulty information.
Bigby, is that true?
Tú diste la orden.
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Ok, ya se
Yes,
preguntando por
Sheriff.
él.
Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Sheriff?
Don't
no te
worry
preocupes por
about
eso.
it. It's done.
Justice has already been dispatched. Bigby executed him.
He's... what?
Yo no.
So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's
That
no
doesn't
need
change
for this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the
What
charges.
other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
I'm well aware of my rights, Miss White. Unless you plan to abandon the charter entirely.
Bueno,
Fine.
que hable.
Go
A ver
right
qué puede
ahead.
decir.
Wait, that's not how this works. After the rest of your crimes are read through, then you will have an opportunity to defend yourself, but only then.
If you insist.
You
Ahora
are
que
charged
cargos.
with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf,
Twice.
Dos
A
veces.
misunderstanding.
aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And
Resistirse.
resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Pero fue el que ordenó.
Hell, you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And there's all the other crap he's done.
Usted es
I know
responsable.
you're responsible. You've been behind all of this from the beginning. So cut the shit.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
but
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have to start doing things correctly. No more snap judgments, no more secrets. We're going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Ok.
This is ridiculous.
Solo un juicio.
You have the floor.
A ver qué es
Thank
lo
you,
que tengo
Miss
que decir.
White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh, jeez.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
Georgie's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg. It was only a matter of time before something like this
Eso no
happened.
fue lo que dijo él.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby. When you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yo no la llamaría
Helpful isn't the
ayuda.
word I would use.
My comrades are another matter, and I'm sorry for the predicament they put you in. They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
What's he
No
talking
querían
about?
protegerlo.
Yeah, right. They don't do it because they want to protect you. You intimidate people. Use scare tactics. They're afraid if they don't follow orders, they'll end up dead.
Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Pero la manera en que estaba haciéndolo no estaba bien.
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
She wanted my tree destroyed, but Bigby refused.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you
No trate de
want that?
manipular. Los blancos
that
cometió
true?
un error.
Snow?
I know.
Blanca cometió un error.
Snow made a mistake.
I had very good reasons for asking you to do that. She was working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me.
You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes.
De hecho, esto sí
But
está algo
believe me, I truly
contra
want
Crane.
what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away, but I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Estamos tratando de protegerlos.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The crooked man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the crooked man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
They're right.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Ok, todos están de acuerdo con nosotros. Okay.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
Nah.
Fuck you, okay? I'm sick of your shit.
You see what I mean?
Bigby?
Oh.
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Where are you
¿Dónde
going?
quieres llegar con esto?
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer.
Doesn't it?
What happened with Tweedledum? I made a mistake. He was attacking me, and I just acted. I didn't think.
That's the only reason?
Bigby and I have already
Okay.
discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where
internally.
have I heard that before? How about the way he treated the poor woodsman when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
¿Quién lo golpeó?
We'd all just let that go.
You can't be serious.
That
Fue
was
Barba Azul, de
different.
hecho yo no lo golpeé.
That was Bluebeard, not me.
He was a murder suspect.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So,
Se nos está poniendo todos
you
en
won't
contra.
answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I know...
Cálmense, ya
Supply
todos
when
calmos.
we need them.
Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean,
reason
a
we're
certain
here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
To
me.
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf?
Ya
Who will be
Bigby! Miss White!
Ya llegó Sirenita.
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Ella tiene algo que
She
decir.
has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up! You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
Vivian
Pero luego
wanted you
nosotros.
freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
I'm sorry, I
Pero
don't
fue
think...
culpa de
Nerissa.
este.
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Solo
This
confirma.
just confirms it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What did you
Esperaba.
expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There
she
will be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough
I don't give a
bloodshed
shit.
So we
already?
get
It's
rid
too
of him.
dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up!
Okay.
Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
Why not? What about a vote?
What do you
Bueno,
think
hay
this
que
is?
votar.
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Ay, ok. Ahora tengo que tomar la decisión de qué hacer con el hombre torcido.
Do what you
Arrancarle la
think
cabeza,
is
no.
right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
We
die.
can lock him
Just
away.
fucking get rid of him.
Not this way.
Ay, no. No me dio. Ok.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
¿Qué hago? Enciérralo. Ay, para el favor lo recordará.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What
serious.
he's done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Espero que sea cierto.
All right, do it.
Ok, espero haber tomado la decisión correcta. Departamentos de lujo del bosque. Un día después. Ok, espero que no se pongan todos en mi contra ahora por esta situación.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
¿Ese
He's
es?
got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Ok, lo convirtieron en
Let's
un
just
cuervo.
call it even.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Ok, ¿los subieron a todos a la granja o qué pasó?
This fucking line.
Ok, están todos aquí.
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Tropamos que dejó sus llaves, ok. ¿Podemos hablar?
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Ok.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're
Eva
late.
solo está molesto con nosotros. Simplemente lo convirtieron en un
see
cuervo.
you, Colin.
¿Por qué guiñó el ojo? Que está fingiendo, pero bueno. Ok, vamos a... A ver... ¿Qué pasaría con Sapo y los demás? Hablando de él.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
They carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit.
¿Pero por qué se lo llevan? ¿Que no le había dado
Thank you.
para comprar los
It's been pretty busy around here.
hechizos?
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you?
Lo siento, traté de ayudarte.
Sorry about all this. I tried to help. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway.
Ok.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... If you could bring it to her, she was nice. So...
¿Qué es?
What is it?
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a
Escarabajo.
big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you
Bonito.
touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
God, I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Estaré seguro ahí.
You'll be a lot safer there. There's Plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mondays seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Es que ya nada de lo que digo les es lo mejor.
Hey, Bigby, where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
¿Cómo debería saberlo?
How should I know?
Supongo que Colin sí se va a quedar con nosotros, pero...
Saying goodbye?
Ay. Oh, le paso el taxi por encima.
Hi.
Hola.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh, yeah, I guess I am.
¿Por qué no se lo he quitado?
It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
Let me help you.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own, okay?
Okay.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence? I had to.
¿Qué hiciste?
Marissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Solo necesitas protegerlos.
Just trying to protect them.
Yeah. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... Oh, God.
No, eso lo notó.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth?
Que menos mal que no lo tiré por el
It was
pozo.
true enough.
No tendrías que haber
You
mentido.
think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... That night, after Faith, I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
Entonces fue ella.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them, could at least save
Porque me
the
dieron
rest of
cuenta.
us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade Like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith. Or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
Pero nadie está contento con nada.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know. But they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was.
De hecho, fue buena idea traerlo.
You did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of mistakes lately.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Pero eso no fue lo que...
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Eso me dio... Vamos pronto por ahí. Ok. ¿Qué le hiciste a Jorgito? Tuyo el 68%, ¿qué? Este juicio de la imputación, el 89% de los jugadores lo trajeron con vida. ¿Cómo castigaste al hombre torcido? El 47% de los jugadores decidieron encerrar al hombre torcido. Entonces la gran mayoría lo lanzó al pozo. Aceptaste el regalo de SJ para Blanca. Tú y el 98.5% de los jugadores aceptaron el regalo para Blanca. Hubo gente que no lo aceptó. ¿Qué fue lo último que dijiste? Anarisa. Tú y el 29% de los jugadores dijeron: he cometido muchos errores. Okay. Y ese fue el final de The Wolf Among Us. Estadísticas especiales. Hombre torcido. Lo regresaste al pozo de las brusas. Lo encerraste. Okay. Nerissa. Trataste de quitarle la cinta en su charla final. Sapo. Lo defendiste cuando Blanca quería enviarlo a la granja. Okay. Bueno, pues esto fue el final de The Wolf Among Us. Debo decir que ese juego me gustó bastante. Tiene muy buena historia. Y bueno, para los que no sepan, está confirmada una secuela que sale para el próximo año, en el 2023. Así que cuando salga, la traeré de nuevo aquí al canal. Así que espero que les haya gustado este juego igual que a mí, y a los que estuvieron acompañándome desde el principio, pues de verdad se los agradezco. Y bueno, pues esto fue The Wolf Among Us, el lobo entre nosotros. Así que muchas gracias por estar aquí, y nos vemos en el próximo video de alguna nueva serie o de algún otro juego. Así que por ahora nos vemos. Hasta luego.